This is Jacob Bananal from my Lab7 final demo. As you can see in the main, I have my keypad initialization, my clear, calling it clear, and then I set timer 0 to CTC, and then I set the timer 0 prescale to 1024, and then I prepare an event for timer 0, and then I get for my OCR 0A, I got 62, where I use equation x plus 1 ms. The x is from my red ID, which is 3, and then I got 4 for my delay. And then I call the SEI, which is the enable global interrupt, and then use timer 1 to CTC, timer 1 prescale to 256, and then basically these will compare each other, A and B. And then OCR 2A, it goes to 88 from my red IDs. My Z from my red IDs, I got is 6, which is my last digit of the red ID, and then times that to 100 when I add 1. My prescale to be 89, and we subtract to 1, that's how I got 88. My while function is empty since we're using interrupts, and we want to use that ISR. Here's my keypad initialization. Here's my timer 0, my timer function, the ISR function for the keypad. I initialize the keypad by the 4x4 matrix. Call the rows and columns. It goes through the rows. It checks through the rows, and then it sets all the rows to the low. And then it goes to the columns, checking to see if the column, if it's low or not. And then it goes through a switch statement where it goes through each case. And how I got these values, 0, 4, 11. So from my X and Y and Z, my X, Y, and Z, my Z was 6, so which is added 1 and 7, so basically it goes up by 7 each number till all the way to 60, and then sets the D row to high. And then here's my ISR timer 1 function for the LED, so basically turns on the LED. And then my timer B for comp B is LED off. And then the only issue I had here was I would switch this to 1, but then my LED won't turn on or won't press any buttons. So, but here's how when I run the final code. As you can see, it's kind of dimming a little. But so if I press 1, it goes on. And then press 2, gets a little bit brighter. 3, it's a bit brighter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then if I press any of these buttons, it will go off. And then if I press 1, it will turn back on. 2, get brighter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it turns off. And then I'll list my problems and my issue I had with the code in my final report. Thank you.